Justin Fields is not an NFL quarterback.
I think that ball might have gone through his hands. Yeah, that's a...
This boy dropping everything. Man, if that wasn't the most predictable Thursday night football game of all time, and I'm here to tell you, abolish Thursday night football. But before we get into that, let us commend the great job that the Patriots are on. Yes, as a Texans fan, my childhood nightmares are back. There's a man in the woods, and his name is Drake Maye, and he happens to be leading the Patriots at the top of the AFC again. I'm very sad. I think time is a flat circle. The Colts and the Patriots are the best teams in the AFC right now, and the Texans are struggling to keep their quarterback on the field. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to give praise to Drake Maye because he has turned into a bona fide superstar. Coming out of UNC, he was somebody I looked at as a raw talent that needed to fix a lot of different things, clean up some of his mechanics to make sure he can be a consistent quarterback. My God, he is just as comfortable as could be. 7-man pressures, 8-man pressure. It don't matter. He's sitting, he's climbing pockets, he's delivering dots. Shout out Drake Maye. Shout out also Will Campbell. We're going to talk about him as well. He had a nice matchup against Will McDonald, and I think he did some great things for a guy who's supposed to have 2 short arms to not be a tackle. He's starting to prove people wrong, but we cannot overestimate or not overstate how awful Thursday night games are and how predictable this Thursday night game was. Now, we do have to give the Jets a little credit, right? They came out swinging. That opening script was a thing of beauty. Justin Fields looked like, oh, well, maybe he can play quarterback, even though somebody and we're going to watch a video of someone saying that they don't even think Justin Fields should play quarterback. Hey, maybe the Jets are going to be calling for Shedeur Sanders' number. Who knows? Let's take a look at the stats. Justin Fields was 15 for 26, 116 yards, 4.5 average with 1 touchdown. Now, he did throw for more yards than he beat the Browns with. He threw for 50 yards and beat the Browns. So it's impressive that he actually had to throw for 100 yards. 15 for 26, 4.5 average is not that great. Then you go to Drake Maye. 24 for 34, 281. Just another day at the office. 1 touchdown, 1 for 10, 107 ratings. I don't know if y'all know this dude named Travion Henderson, but he's kind of good at football. I don't know if you know this dude named Stephon Diggs, who congratulations, just had a new baby with Miss Cardi B. Everybody likes to call him a locker room cancer. All I know is he went ahead and grabbed 9 of them things for 105 yards. Everywhere he goes, he seems to elevate the younger wide receiver core. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of the Stephon Diggs disrespect. He went out there and balled. Mac Hollins was dropping balls. Pause. I want to sit on this Travion Henderson thing. It's so funny. A lot of people in my comments and a lot of people who might disagree with some of the things that I say. They oftentimes say, oh, well, there's no way in the NFL that somebody who's playing well or deserves to be playing well, that they wouldn't get the shine that they did, that wouldn't get the play they needed. Why has it taken this long for Travion Henderson to finally get started? I'm not saying that just because he's on my fantasy team. Trust me. Please believe me. But also because at Ohio State, he was a dang problem, and now he's being able to show it again. 62 yards on the ground, another 30 yards in the air. He's getting it done both ways. Breece Hall did everything he could imaginable to try to will the team as well. And of course, Justin Fields' best days or best plays, I should say, was when he was running the ball. Interesting day at the office. Now, this is what old Gruden had to say about Thursday. After we do that, we're going to get into some of the other breakdowns here.
Let's start with Thursday night football, man. What a treat it is. No preparation, no time to recover, no chance. Get rid of these Thursday night games.
Hey, man, I couldn't agree with you anymore. I just wanted to hear a little bit of that as we go into some stats and facts here. So, Tom Brady has 32 regular season wins since 2020. The Jets have 27 regular season wins since 2020. It's a very, very abysmal time to be a Jets fan, especially when you have things like that. Everybody knows what the butt fumble is, right? Everybody's seen the beautiful, immaculate butt fumble.
More than at Indianapolis.
Boom, here. Actually, I just want to make sure I mute this. So, this is a very infamous play. Mr. Mark Sanchez, who is now most famous for stabbing old men in dark alleyways, inspired Justin Fields to do the same thing, to absolutely drop the ball and put it on the ground. Now, some people are calling this butt fumble 2.0. There were no butts involved. It was just a bad center. To give Justin Fields his credit, a center just put the ball on the ground. We can't do that. Why are we snapping at people's kneecaps? Justin Fields, I need you to get in a Jalen Hurts stance. Get down there. I need you to get down there and catch that. If not, butt fumble 2.0, as he did get backed up by somebody's butt. So I guess they're calling that the butt fumble 2.0. Just want to make sure we see that. Very important that you saw that play and that you saw that comparison. Now, people are saying Justin Fields is not an NFL quarterback. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, man, because Aaron Glenn's going to sit up here and talk about how he needs to watch the tape. You don't need to watch anything. Justin Fields is not an NFL quarterback. Let's just be honest. And you can't sit here and tell your team and before games and want them to rally and want them to give you all they got when you're not giving your team everything they need to be successful. I mean, she shouldn't have played in the second half, right? Especially when you have a defense who is without Quentin Williams, Sauce Gardner, and who played, I mean, all in all,
without A.J. Thomas,
they were in this game, and this is a game where if you win this game, you're on a 3-game winning streak, and you really start to rally the troops because now they start believing in each other instead of the talent around them. Right. And everything you're trying to sustain, they're saying, you know what? We won with less. We beat the #1 team in the AFC in New England. This is billboard stuff, right? But you didn't do it solely because what? So this is like from a ball player standpoint. If I'm sitting in that locker room and he's talking to us and he's talking about what we should do, I'm like, no, what should you have done? Then what I should have done, because the tape don't lie. I'm on the field. We watched missed throws, bad mechanics. He doesn't trust his feet. We said in the pregame he needs to see it and throw it. I mean, there's guys literally like this, like Pop Warner the football with their hands. Like one time, like me and Barbara saying, Brees turned around was like this. That's not the NFL. You got to see it and go. And it's just it's redundant and it's tired. And I feel bad for those guys because you could tell they're still playing with pride, right? This is a Thursday night game. The Patriots are coming off a big win against the Bucs. This felt like they was about to roll. I watched this offensive line. Me and Connor said it behind the curtain. This offensive line came out ready for a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And so I'm more frustrated with Aaron Glenn, and because it's not about the ball players. It's about Aaron Glenn. What he did tonight was nonsense. It's ridiculous.
So, you know, I do fear for Aaron Glenn, and not only because of the haphazardness, how he's, you know, handling the quarterback position. He's lashing out against the media. He's being honestly making it a little more difficult than it needs to be, right? And I will give him credit because, you know, he's seemingly trying to ensure that his quarterback or supposed starting quarterback, Justin Fields, doesn't lose all of his confidence. I mean, he's lost so much confidence. I think it would be a tough situation to kind of put him there. But when it goes to the penalties, this was an undisciplined team in the Jets, right? And again, a scrappy team, a team that has real players, Breece Hall and different stuff like that. But it doesn't. Those penalties, if I'm going to sit here and bark at Kevin Stefanski for his penalties and calling him everything else but a child of God because of his team, I need to hold Aaron Glenn to the same standard. And I've been going into this season with the understanding that, hey, he's a first-year coach. He's probably not going to get fired. They're going to give him a mulligan. But when things like that show up, it's not that great. When you continue to start Justin Fields and he's not producing, you might get Gerard Mayo'd, and you might have a Mike Vrabel come right behind you and completely turn the team around in 1 year. So to give Justin Fields a little bit of bail, let us also take a peek at some plays that maybe some wide receivers could have helped out, right? When you have a quarterback not playing good, you got to squeeze the ball, right? We can't do this. And, you know, the thing that's the most damning about this, and as a Texas fan, that's Adonai Mitchell. Yeah, that's the player that saw a part of the Sauce Gardner trade, right? Not only was it a part of the Sauce, I mean, look at that. I mean, that's beautifully through Spillane's hands. Not only is he a part of the Sauce Gardner trade, they begged to get Adonai Mitchell into this room. Give him a chance. I think he's got great talent, but he cannot put it together, right? And then here's another big moment. This was a great ball by Justin Fields. And look, that's a sentence you're not going to hear a lot. A great ball by Justin Fields. There it is. Dropped it in a bucket. And you know, first look, it's like, oh, well, you know, maybe it was just a bad ball. And then you look at it again. I mean, that hits you in the hands, big guy. What are we doing? What are we doing? So, you know, we can be mad at Aaron Glenn. We can be mad at Justin Fields because Justin Fields, and he deep fried him too. He cooked his ass. He cooked him wide open. And then again, another one he can't squeeze. Oh my God! How many? I didn't know this was a drop highlight. This boy dropping everything. That's a real good way to not stay. Hey, thanks Adonai. Yeah. Shh. Because we ain't hear shit from you. We ain't hear shit but drops from you, Adonai. But yeah, congratulations to the Patriots. Sadly, they're going to go on another reign of terror. Watch Drake May here. operate, step up in the pocket, deliver an absolute dot. I'm not. It's disgusting me. This is disgusting. The Patriots are about to go on another 10-year run. The Jets are about to be picking first overall again. Sad time. Shout out to Will Campbell for doing what he needs to do. And NFL, if you're listening to me, abolish Thursday night football games. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Like the review, like it, dislike if you don't subscribe. Like football content of all shapes, sizes, forms, and fashion. Continue to be great, phenomenal, and everything else in between. We'll see you next time. Peace.